Hi, my name is Karen Haddon, and I'm the director of the Sustainable Energy and Economic Development Coalition, and we work statewide in Texas. And what I hear here tonight is very positive in many ways. I'm hearing that Luminant has been a good supporter of this community, and that there is a very high level of concern for security in the community. And that's really important, and that's not a given. That doesn't happen just everywhere. I would like to point out several pieces of information, however, that are of concern, and urge the community to look carefully at the situation. In Bay City, where 2 nuclear plants are proposed, the community learned that there were a great deal of expenses involved and that they were going to end up paying for a lot of infrastructure. I also think that Luminant could be a better neighbor yet if they were to be introducing solar projects that would also create jobs and that would not have the risk that comes with radioactive materials. I would urge the community to look at the impacts of exposure that come with the plant. When I looked at the application for the South Texas projects, I found that there was a risk of cancer, a risk of exposure for workers. And I'd like to point out that this plant design has never been built anywhere in the world before. Not in Japan, not in the U.S. It's brand new. And citizens are being asked to approve this and to sign on without even seeing a finalized design. And I think it's very inadequate to ask citizens to file cases, to intervene or to comment before the design approval is finished, before citizens can take the time to look over the design. Problems have arisen in the past from new designs and inexperienced teams. Cost overruns have been huge. With the Comanche Peak projects, this was a problem before. With the South Texas projects, they were 6 times over budget and 8 years late. I believe the Comanche Peak units went 10 times over budget. Check me on this. The plants are probably going to run $22 billion for the 2 plants. That's without cost overruns, and that's comparing to Moody's corporate finance estimates for 2 reactors. And it's important to know that this is not our most affordable option. Wind power is affordable. Energy efficiency is affordable. And you can make great money on it, and may Luminant make a lot of money from these cleaner technologies. Wind power, solar, efficiency. Those are the clean, safe paths that provide more jobs and will benefit the local community extensively. I would also like to ask if the current plants have recently been refueled. I know that the NRC was waiting until refueling to look at the bulks to find 8 units in the nation that were being looked at for that purpose. So if I could get an answer to that.
Anybody know about the refueling? I don't think John has just arrived here on Monday, so I'm not sure about that. I think we're going to have to get you answers to those, but we will. Can we note that 2 issues? When is it going to be refueled, and was there any problem with bolts? Oh, we do have the project manager. Oh, that's great. Why don't you introduce yourself to us and see if we can answer it?
Well, this is Balram Singhal. I'm the project manager from headquarters for Comanche Peak Unit 1 and 2. I know one of the units was recently refueled. And as of Unit 2. And as far as I know, there were no problems during the refueling for that unit.
Was it inspected for that?
Yes.
At that time?
Yes. Well, we have residents on site, and they perform routine inspections.